Ikawalong salot. Mga balang. Exodus 10 verses 1 to 29. Sinabi ni Yahweh kay Moises, "Pumunta ka sa Faraon. Pinagmatigas ko ang kanyang kalooban at ng kanyang mga tauhan para maipakita ko sa kanila ang aking kapangyarihan. Ginawa ko ang mga kababalaghang ito upang masabi ninyo sa inyong mga anak at apo kung paano ko ipinapakita sa mga Ehipsyo ang aking kapangyarihan. At sa gayoy kikilalanin ninyong lahat na ako si Yahweh." Pumunta sa Faraon sina Moises at Aaron at sinabi, "Ito ang ipinasasabi ni Yahweh, hanggang kailan ka magmamatigas? Payagan mo nang umalis ang mga Israelita upang sumamba sa akin. Kapag hindi mo pa sila pinayagan, bukas na bukas din, ay magpapadala ako ng makapal na balang sa inyong bansa. Mapupuno nito ang buong Ehipto, kaya't wala kang makikita kung hindi balang. Uubusin nito ang lahat ng hindi nasira sa pag-ulan ng malalaking tipak ng yelo. Pati ang mga punong kahoy. Papasukin ng mga ito ang inyong palasyo at ang bahay ng inyong mga tauhan at mga nasasakupan. Ang mga salot na ito ay higit na matindi kaysa alinmang salot ng balang na naranasan ng inyong mga ninuno." Pagkasabi nito'y umalis si Moises. Sinabi sa Faraon ng kanyang mga tauhan, "Hanggang kailan pa kaya tayo guguluhin ng mga taong ito? Payagan na ninyo silang umalis upang sumamba sa Diyos nilang si Yahweh. Hindi ba ninyo nakikitang nawawasak na ang buong Ehipto?" Kaya't ipinasundo ng Faraon sina Moises at Aaron. Sinabi niya, "Kung papayagan ko kayong umalis upang sumamba kay Yahweh, sino-sino ang inyong isasama?" Sumagot si Moises, "Lahat po kami, mula sa pinakamata hanggang sa pinakamatanda. Dadalhin din naming lahat ang aming mga tupa, kambing at mga baka. Kailangan pong kasamang lahat sapagkat ipagpipista namin si Yahweh." Sinabi ng Faraon, "Tawagin na ninyo si Yahweh. Hindi ko papayagang isama ninyo ang inyong mga asawa at mga anak. Maliwanag na may binabala kayong masama. Hindi ako papayag na isama ninyong lahat. Kayo na lang ang mga lalaki ang umalis upang sumamba sa inyong Yahweh, kung iyan ang gusto ninyo." Pagkasabi nito'y ipinagtabuyan sila ng Faraon. Sinabi ni Yahweh kay Moises, "Iunat mong pataas ang iyong kamay at dadagsa sa buong Ehipto ang makapal na balang. Uubusin ng mga ito ang mga halamang hindi nasira sa pag-ulan ng malalaking tipak ng yelo." Itinaas nga ni Moises ang kanyang tungkod. Maghapot magdamag na pinaihip ni Yahweh sa buong Ehipto ang hangin mula sa silangan. Kinaumagahan, tangay na ng hangin ang makapal na balang at ito'y dumagsa sa buong Ehipto. Kailan may hindi nagkaroon ng ganon karaming balang sa lupaing ito at hindi nagkakaroon pang muli. Ngunit nangitim ang kalupaan sa dami ng balang. Inubos ng mga ito ang lahat ng halaman, pati mga bunga ng kahoy na hindi nasira sa pag-ulan ng malalaking tipak ng yelo. walang halaman o punong kahoy na naiwang may dahon sa buong lupain. Dali-daling ipinatawag ni Faraon si Moises at Aaron. Sinabi niya, "Nagkasala ko kay Yahweh na inyong Diyos, gayon din sa inyo. Patawarin ninyo ako at ipapakiusap kong ipanalangin ninyo kay Yahweh na alisin na sa akin ang nakamamatay na parusang ito." Iniwan ni Moises ang Faraon at siya'y nanalangin. Binago naman ni Yahweh ang takbo ng hangin. Pinaihip niya ng malakas ang hangin mula sa kanluran at tinangay nito ang lahat ng balang papunta sa dagat na pula. Isamay walang natira sa Ehipto. Ngunit pinagmatigas ni Yahweh ang Faraon. Hindi nito pinayagang umalis ang mga Israelita. Ang Ikasiyam na Salot. Ang Kadiliman sa Ehipto. Sinabi ni Yahweh kay Moises, "Iunat mong pataas ang inyong kamay at mababalot ng dilim ang buong Ehipto." Ganun na nga ang ginawa ni Moises. At nagdilim sa buong lupain sa loob ng 3 araw. Hindi magkakitaan ang mga tao sa buong Ehipto, kahit walang taong umalis sa kaniyang kinaroroonan sa loob ng 3 araw. Madilim sa buong Ehipto, maliban sa tirahan ng mga Israelita. Tinawag ng Faraon si Moises. Sinabi niya, "Makakaalis na kayo upang sumamba kay Yahweh. Maaari ninyong isama ang inyong mga pamilya, ngunit iiwan ninyong lahat ng tupa, kambing at baka." Sumagot si Moises, "Hindi po maaari. Kailangang bigyan ninyo kami ng mga hayop na ihahandog namin kay Yahweh na aming Diyos. Kaya kailangang dalhin din namin ang lahat ng aming hayop at wala ni isa mang maiiwan, sapagkat pipiliin pa namin ang mga ito ang ihahandog namin kay Yahweh. At hindi namin malalaman kung alin ang ihahandog namin sa Kanya hanggang hindi kami dumarating sa lugar na pagdarausan namin ng pagsamba." Pinagmatigas pa rin ni Yahweh ang Faraon. Ayaw na naman niyang paalisin ang mga Israelita. Sinabi niya kay Moises, "Lumayas ka na at huwag ka nang magpapakita sa akin. Ipapapatay na kita kapag nakita ko pang pagmumukha mo." "Masusunod ang gusto ninyo," sagot ni Moises. "Hindi mo na ako muling makikita." The plagues of locusts. Exodus 10, verses 1 to 29. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Go to Pharaoh, for I have hardened his heart and the hearts of all his officials, so that I may perform these signs of mine among them, that you may tell your children and grandchildren how I dealt harshly with the Egyptians, and how I perform my signs among them, and that you may know that I am the Lord." So Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh and said to him, "This is what the Lord, the God of the Hebrews, says. How long will you refuse to humble yourself before me? Let my people go, so that they may worship me. If you refuse to let them go, I will bring locusts into your country tomorrow. They will cover the face of the ground so that it cannot be seen. They will devour what little you have left from the hail, including every tree that is growing in your field. They will fill your houses and those of all your officials and all your Egyptians. Something either your parents nor your ancestors have ever seen from the day they settled in this land till now. Then Moses turned left to Pharaoh. Pharaoh officials said to him, "How long will this man be snare to us? Let the people go, so that they may worship the Lord their God. Do you not realize that Egypt is now ruined?" Then Moses and Aaron were brought back to Pharaoh. "Go, worship the Lord your God," he said. "But tell me, who will be going?" Moses answered, "We will go with our young and our old, with our sons and our daughters, and with our flocks and herds, because we are going to celebrate a festival to the Lord." Pharaoh said, "The Lord be with you. If I let you go along with your women and children, clearly you are bent on evil. No, have only the man go and worship the Lord, since that what you have been asking for." Then Moses and Aaron were driven out of Pharaoh's presence. And the Lord said to Moses, "Stretch out your hand over Egypt so that the locusts swarm over the land and devour everything growing in the fields, everything left by the hailstorm." So Moses stretched out his staff over Egypt, and the Lord made an east wind blow across the land all that day and all the night. By morning the wind had brought the locust. They invaded all Egypt and settled down in every area of the land of Egypt in great numbers. Never before there had been such a plague of locusts, nor there will be ever again. They covered all the land until it was black. They devoured all that was left after the hailstorm, everything growing in the fields and the land on the trees. Nothing green remained on the tree or plant, and all the land of Egypt. Pharaoh quickly summoned Moses and Aaron and said, "I have sinned against the Lord your God and against you. Now forgive my sins once more and pray to the Lord your God to take this deadly plague away from us." Moses then left Pharaoh and prayed to the Lord. And the Lord changed the wind to the very strong west wind, which caught up the locusts and carried them into the Red Sea. Not a locust was left anywhere in Egypt. But the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he would not let the Israelites go. The plague of darkness. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Stretch out your hand towards the sky so that darkness spread over Egypt, darkness that can be felt." So Moses stretched out his hand toward the sky, and the total darkness covered all Egypt for 3 days. No one could ever see anyone or move about 3 days. Yet all the Israelites had light in the place where they lived. Then Pharaoh summoned Moses and said, "Go worship the Lord. Even your women and children may go with you. Only leave your flocks and herds behind." But Moses said, "You must allow us to have sacrifices and burnt offerings to the presence of the Lord our God. Our livestock must go with us as well. Not a hoof is to be left behind. We have to use some of them in worshiping the Lord our God, and until we get there, we will not know what we are going to use to worship the Lord." But the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he was not willing to let them go. Pharaoh said to Moses, "Get out of my sight. Make sure you do not appear before me again. The day you see my face, you will die." "Just as you say," Moses replied. "I will never appear before you again."